Welcome to another island tour with JB.
Hello.
And Millie. So today we have another incredible island for you. So I feel like if I try and pronounce this name, JB is going to correct me. This island is completely Pokemon themed, ridden with references, and JB, being the huge Pokemon fan that he is, I mean, he's pretty much too excited to speak, so I'm having to do the intro right now. But do you want to pronounce this name for us, JB, and tell us more about what we can expect?
So yeah, this island is based off the Sinnoh region. So for those of you watching this that love Pokemon, you all know that is, of course, the games portrayed in Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. And they also did a third version called Pokemon Platinum. So it is so amazing. Like, I love the Sinnoh region. You know, for all Generation 3, the Hoenn region, for, you know, Ruby and Sapphire were my first games that I ever played that were Pokemon. The ones that I have, like, the fondest memories on were definitely the Sinnoh regions. Like, I love them so much. And I remember, you know, playing it with C. The starter Pokemon that I chose was the Water type Piplup, which eventually evolved into Empoleon. And ever since then, I've made it a tradition to transfer them over, you know, into the next game. So my Empoleon from that game is now in my Pokemon bank on the Nintendo Switch, with like the hopes of bringing them over to Sword and Shield one day. So yeah, if you do love the Sinnoh region, please comment down below what starter Pokemon you chose for those games. It'd be really interesting to see different perspectives, because for all, Piplup is my absolute, like, is my ride or die Pokemon.
Did you just say Pitbull?
Piplup, not Pitbull. But no, oh my gosh. But also Chimchar and, oh my gosh, and Turtwig are amazing as well. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh, there's a Shinx. Oh, and the Starly. I also had a Starly that evolved into a Staraptor. Okay, so you should see this amazing creator create their details on the screen right now. I'm so sorry, I can barely even form my words because I'm so hyped. Like, I remember reaching out to this person when I saw a few screenshots of the custom designs, and I was like, please let us know when you're done with this island, and they did. So huge thanks to them. Oh my gosh, and they're in the outfit as well. Oh, I'm neglecting the outfit. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Like, the Sinnoh region is amazing. And in terms of the Pokemon Company, they've done Generation 1 remakes, Generation 2 remakes, and Generation 3 remakes. So the Sinnoh region is the next one on the kind of, oh my gosh, and it really is amazing. So, oh gosh, I can't even speak. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl are the next ones that will logically be remade, and I just think that's fantastic, because it's about time. And look at that. LOL. There's that little creature there. So that is amazing. Is anyone else coming? So it's just me.
You just have JB and my wonderful voice, of course.
I love that little flag they've got as well. Oh, I'm in love.
Look at all this. They've completely covered the island.
And it's so true to those DS. Oh my gosh, so there's a Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup.
These are your starter ones, right?
Yeah. So C chose Chimchar, but I chose Piplup. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I love Piplup.
Oh, and is this like the long grass where you might find like Pokemon to battle?
Yeah, this is where I think it was either Professor Rowan or Birch, if I'm not mistaken. But the professor of this game goes to this lake. I think this is where they hear about the Red Gyarados, and he drops this this case, and in that case is where you choose the starters. I think they're attacked by some Pokemon, and they're like, oh quick, JB, you know, there's a Pokemon in there, you need to protect me. Oh my gosh, so there's Bidoof and Starly. Bidoof is like the funniest Pokemon.
Oh, and I love how they've kind of tiered it up a bit here, so it's like you're going up the hill.
Oh yeah, like the ramps.
Is this a...
That's a Shinx. Oh, the amount of hours that I put into trying to breed a shiny one of them. That was like the first Pokemon I tried to get a shiny of, and I failed miserably. Oh gosh. Baneri's in the way. Oh, and the Machamp. Oh! So I think this is where the rock type or the ground type gym leader lives. Oh gosh, I remember this. Now I haven't really revisited the game since my first initial playthrough. Of course I did, you know, play it to probably my DS broke until... What was the next one after this? I believe it was Black and White, obviously until Black and White came out. But I am so excited for the possible remakes, and I think they're inevitable at this point. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I can literally hear the theme song. And there's the kind of ATM where you can deposit and withdraw your Pokemon. This is where Nurse Joy would go, oh, and there's that map of the Sinnoh region. And of course that display that would show you where you can heal your pokes. Okay, I think one of the basements I'm not scared of, but still walking down those stairs is a bit creepy. But I wonder what it's going to be, maybe the online room? Oh yeah, like the versus room, or like the way you can battle and rent teams. Oh my god. And this is like the first Pokemon game that utilised like an internet connection to battle with people. Before then I think you had to use the link cables. I think that's all, because that was when my older sister used to play with Generation 3, and she had a Blaziken, and so she'd always beat me when I had my Sceptile. I know that's completely going over your head, but you trust me. This is a cool conversation we're having. Oh, I love this so much. I'm really happy. I love the Sinnoh region so much. I remember some of my favourite towns must be Snow Point City. In fact, you know, I think it was Snow Point City, because that's the first city that I got to, and I was like, oh gosh, this is dramatically different. I definitely feel like I'm coming towards the kind of end game there. And I guess Victory Road's always good. Oh, and I think this would be the gym. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, like where, I guess, kind of, I've only ever played Pokemon Sword, but kind of like where you'd go to battle the opponents in that town area.
Yeah, where you can get like your badge. Oh, that's really good, I love that. Ooh.
Look at this bridge.
I love that. A Turner Forest, so that's where you get some of your Butterfree, your... Oh, Chatot! Oh my gosh, the evolved form of that used to give C nightmares because it's... Oh, Baneri. Because its cry used to be like this high-pitched wail, like... And it used to give him nightmares. Ooh, so I wonder what... Would this be the Professor's house? The Professor's lab? I think I'm getting my Sinnoh geography right. But I'm not sure. Again, I do wish that I'd kind of replayed this a bit more in preparation. But it was really important for me to just see how much nostalgia would carry me through it. And honestly, I am so hyped. It almost feels like I've been away from the games for so long. It's almost like a return back. Oh. Look at this. This is spooky. So I wonder where this is, if you could get your Gengars from here. Ooh. Look at that. This is such a cute little house. It's like a, kind of like a spooky one. But I like it a lot.
Ooh.
Oh, the old chateau. I remember going in these spooky locations in Pokemon games, and you guarantee that the one thing you need to do when you go into the rooms is check in the dustbin. You get some rare items. Sometimes a ghastly even pops out at you. Oh. But no, I used to spend hours on Pokemon Pearl.
I believe you.
Like, I remember literally falling asleep, like trying to find the Elite Four.
That's creepy.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's terrifying. I don't know what that's meant to be, but it is so spooky. It definitely sets the tone really well. Oh, they're scared. It almost reminds me of that old episode from the anime when Ash kind of gets turned into a ghost and haunters there. Oh, and of course your little spooky piano. Aww. And I guess it kind of fits in well that JB is in his ghoulish, face paint. Aww. I love the little reactions that they were doing there.
That was sweet.
And just the effort that they've put into all these like custom designs going on the ground. I literally... Oh, and the berries that you used to be able to harvest in the games. And I just have such fond memories. Eterna City. Oh, I used to love the soundtrack. And Team Galactic. Team Galactic, with Cyrus as the leader. And it was their mission to kind of get either Dialga or Palkia. I think it was a bit different in Platinum. You had to go into this kind of distorted realm to see if you could like defeat Giratina. But I remember my first initial playthrough, I was trying to get Palkia in, I think I was in Cyprus, and I spent about 60 balls, like Pokeballs, on getting Palkia. I even threw Ultra Balls, and in the end it was a netball that got it. Oh, and this is so charming. It is so true to form.
I didn't know you could get all these variants.
The bike shop was great because it just made the whole like situation seem so streamlined. And it was so good for like hatching eggs, the fact that you could just like ride around in a little bike.
That was really cool.
Wow. See, I'd love to like... Honestly, I'm going to be looking at this tour for so long, like, after we finished it, just waiting for those Sinnoh remakes.
I know, within 5 minutes of finishing this tour, JB's going to drag C in here, like, yo, dude, like, come and check this out, it's so cool.
Yeah, because in the podcast that we recently did, like, we spoke about our nostalgia for Pearl and Platinum. Oh, and I even think when I went to Canada, I bought a copy of Diamond to have like another playthrough. I don't know where the shop was. It was either an EB Games or... Oh, where did they go there? It was an EB Games or a GameStop. Yes, Galactic HQ. Cyrus. I love Team Galactic. So they're like the equivalent of Team Yell from Sword and Shield. Those were kind of the ones that were going around, like kind of being a bit of hooligans, you know, kind of blowing horns and causing trouble. Oh, look at that! That's so sweet. I don't know what they're doing. Oh no, I probably shouldn't laugh at their misery. I'm a bad person. And that's why I'm well suited for Team Galactic. But it's weird, I consider this, oh my gosh, the Galactic uniforms! That all the grunts would wear! The Galactic uniforms! Oh my gosh. But yeah, I consider this to be the last classic Pokemon game in terms of, I guess, what's considered old. Now obviously from Generation 1 to 3, that's retro at this point. But I think that was like the last one that just was of a certain style, whereas when Black and White happened, it was almost more pixelated, but in a... I don't know, it was more pixelated, but more detailed, I think. It's a bit difficult to explain. It definitely seemed more 3D. But I remember just sat there after getting Black and White for the first time, just thinking that it was such a step up, but in a way I just missed the older games so much. And I think, on balance, Pearl's the one that I spent most time with. Either Pearl or Sun and Moon. But I love the story in Black and White. Oh my gosh. This is incredible.
It is so cool.
And like, I know like, I guess you don't really have the nostalgia that I do with the Sinnoh games. But I think even you can appreciate the fact that you've obviously seen at least, 65 Animal Crossing islands at this point, and this one has found a way to just stick out as something different.
It could almost be a different game. Like,
yeah.
You can barely see any of the Animal Crossing grass. I don't know, just a lot of the features that make Animal Crossing the game it is, you can't really see.
Yeah, they've like expressed
in the best way
it.
possible, of course.
It's awesome. They've fully transformed it. Oh, I've just got so many questions for this creator already.
I can see $1 million worth of servers here.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, because they are expensive. But I guess if Team Galactic really do have ambitions in space travel, they're going to need to invest in
a few servers.
In some tech. In some technologicals. Yeah. Oh, there's a little
so
bug there. That's a little bug.
Yeah, just look at the floor. Look at everything. I don't know, I wouldn't associate this with Animal Crossing immediately.
No. Oh, and there's that little monster statue. The Pokeball! Oh my gosh. Pokeball. So I wonder what this monster statue would represent. In Generation 4? Maybe Garchomp? Oh, like a Badoo. Geodude. Ponyta. Oh my god. Even the fences, they just seem so true to that Pokemon vibe.
We definitely don't have that fencing, do we?
I don't think so. I mean, it just seemed distinctly... Oh, Bronzor, Cherry.
Oh, I love this. Look how it goes down to the house.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh, and the cave. Oh, and of course Zubat. You've got to have your Zubat. It's so funny because Zubat's like this poison flying bat, and everyone was kind of complaining about it after this generation, saying every time you go into a cave it's just going to be full of Zubats. So to change it up, they introduced a new bat called a Woobat. It was so funny. Oh, I forgot what that was called. I know that Cynthia the champion had it. Oh, the balloon. Drifloon? Yeah. Oh, and of course, the balloon there to symbolise that. And that almost looks like Gruff's house, but I have a feeling it's probably Raymond. I want to find out. Raymond's house.
Yeah, well done, JB.
Valley Windworks. Oh, and they've actually got this spot on, because one thing I do remember is having to go to this place to get that Drifloon. So we've matched up where the Pokemon are from their custom designs to the locations on their Sinnoh map so well. Oh, Combi. Oh, little jumps now. Come on, JB.
Well done, JB.
Oh, and I think this is coming up to where the daycare would be. Is this like Floroma town? Floroma city? Oh, there's a place where you can lie down there.
Floroma, well
Oh,
done, JB.
meadow. Oh, so that does look like the daycare there. I wonder if it is meant to be the daycare.
Maybe. It looks really amazing. Like, everything's been done so well.
Oh my god.
Battling the Pokemon on the way
Stonky.
along.
Oh, and this is... Yes! This is the bridge where you pretty much have to, like... Well, you don't have to, but it's almost a given that you're going to be biking down it because it would take that long to, like, walk anywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. Oh, and some Psyduck. The Psyducks are so cute. They always have little headaches. Oh, and Riolu? The kind of pre-evolved form of Lucario. Oh, another Pokeball. Oh, I think this is... Like Heart Home? Oh, it's been that long. Yes! Heart Home. This is where the Link room was, if I'm not mistaken, where you can get internet connectivity. And this is like the main... Oh! Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I've gone speechless because they've got this so perfectly. I recognise this. I haven't been on this game, like, you know, Pokemon Pearl, for the best part of like 2 years, maybe 3, 4, 5 years now, right? But I know that this is distinctly so accurate, almost muscle memory. I'm confident that I could find where things would be just from this map alone. And honestly, that's the highest of praise. Oh, and I had one of them on my team as well, the Toxicroak. I think I had a shiny one actually like that. Snowpoint City! That must be Snowpoint City, and that's when I first caught a Snover, and I fell in love with that Pokemon. Yes! There's the Snover! And I fell in love with that one instantly, and to the point where their evolved form is now on my Sword and Shield team. You know, mean Snowlaugh. Can't Snowlaugh. Oh my gosh, and Weavile. Oh my gosh, this is Snowpoint City. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. Yes! Snowpoint City. Oh my gosh. I actually could cry. This is amazing. Oh, I need a dream address. I'm probably just gonna spend it. Oh, the end. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, I literally could cry like, oh my gosh, and there's Turtwig down there. Because honestly, I see myself just coming back here on the dream address and finding all the kind of, all the Pokemon, but just kind of finding all the different locations and playing at the same time like the soundtrack of that particular town theme. You got Buneary. Oh my god, and I love this because like they have got some pretty good Pokemon. Oh, there's Gibble. You know, Pokemon designs here. And I don't want to call this a flex, but it almost reminds me of what you would get in these games, like Victory Road or a Hall of Fame. And so that's where all the Pokemon that have come with you on your journey kind of get showcased as the ones that help you beat the champion. And so it almost feels like that.
Did you see that over there? They had all the Lily of the Valley on the beach. Like, you know what? Yeah, this is a 5-star island, but I don't need to brag about that.
It's amazing. I mean, it deserves to be like a billion-star island. Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, so JB is still drooling. It's literally at the point of drooling over this island. It is that incredible. So if you've stuck with this island this far, you must be a Pokemon fan like JB, and I'm sure that you're going to have lots of questions, such as what was the creator's starter? What did they choose? So let's go and ask them that. So please join us here through the dream address. Let's go.
We are now back on the amazing region of Sinnoh. Here we have the starters now. I'm going to try my absolute best to traverse this amazing region the best I can, purely for the fact that there are a few characters via the dream address that are iconic to the game that you can visit, and I just think it would be a big shame to leave this island without showcasing them, and hopefully it gives you guys a bit more incentive to want to go into the Dream Suite. So yeah, so again, the island creators' details will be on screen right now. So if you do want to visit this island via the Dream address, we strongly urge that you take screenshots next to your favourite place and tweet them at the creator with some nice words, because I think they really will enjoy it. So of course, with me as normal is Millie. I'm acting as the role of the creator.
Hey guys!
So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So the first question was, how many hours did your island take to create?
I have put 400 hours into the game itself, but I decided to make it a Sinnoh Remake island when I was about 235 hours in. So if we're doing the maths for this, it's 165 hours to create the Sinnoh region.
Wow. That's so impressive, especially considering how extensive all the areas are and just like the placement of all the custom designs. I think that's so cool. And what is your favourite part of the entire island?
I'm really proud of Hearthome City just because of the way it turned out.
So, in terms of all of that then, because you say that that's your favourite area, was there a particular area that was the most difficult to create or that provided you with, like, some real challenges?
Decorating the houses. I had to make 3 more accounts on my Switch and order furniture every day.
Oh, gosh. So that seems like some pretty good time and work's been put into this. Like, this is amazing and you can definitely see it. So was there anything that you wanted to create but you felt just limited by the game or any of the items that are in it?
I really wanted to put in more Pokemon cities, but I didn't have the space. I would have included, and JB, you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong with pronunciation here, Jubilife City.
Yeah, so Jubilife City. Ooh.
Veilstone City. Canalave City. And also I would have made Lake Verity bigger.
So yeah, like, I guess there's always that thing with Lake Verity where that's kind of a good centerpiece. But honestly, I think that the work they've done is absolutely amazing. I don't think there's anything that I would change about the island particularly. But I guess a full-on remake of the Sinnoh region would be really cool. But again, like, Sinnoh remakes, I hope they're going to come soon. Oh my gosh, like, I'll probably be as excited as I was, maybe even more than when I saw the Mario 3D All-Stars
He'll be more
collection.
excited for that than he is going to be for the birth of his first child.
I won't be. So, what would you most like to see in the next update?
More custom design slots, please.
Oh my gosh. Because of course, imagine how many more Pokemon they could add in. Like that's one thing I need to do in the comment section. So this is going to be a question to the viewers. If you are familiar with the Pokemon present in the Generation 4 games, what Pokemon have you seen in those games that you'd love to see in these like little pixel art sprite forms? Because I'd really, really love to know. Personally, I think I'll say Empoleon, but I'm really looking forward to possibly reading some comments down below at what you'd like to see. Now, speaking of Empoleon, what starter Pokemon did you choose?
The very first time I played Pokemon Diamond, I chose Chimchar.
Oh, that's so cool, because I was just saying to the top, that's the one that my younger brother C chose, and oh my gosh, Chimchar is amazing. Like, I think they've probably got one of the best designs of the starters, going from kind of cute monkey to brawling ape. I think that's fair to say. Like,
I'd have chosen them as my starter.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's awesome. I feel I'm kind of in the pitbull minority here, but regardless, why did you choose the Sinnoh region to remake an Animal Crossing New Horizons? Was it your first Pokemon game?
Yes, for 2 reasons. My favourite Pokemon game is Emerald, but I already tried recreating Hoenn in New Leaf. Pokemon Diamond was my second favourite, so I recreated that next. And yes, Pokemon Diamond was my first game too.
Wow. Oh my god, and I can totally see it. Like, there's been so much love obviously put into this island. Honestly, it's like, and even really who isn't that familiar with the Pokemon franchise was just saying, like, you can be, like, here, like, slap bang in the middle, like, this location that we're at now, and almost forget that you're in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, like, I would, looking at this island right now, and bearing in mind, I've played Pokemon for approximately 20-25 hours. I've played Animal Crossing for nearly 700 hours, and looking at this right now, I'm thinking Pokemon, I'm not thinking Animal Crossing. At all.
No, like, it's just amazing what they've been able to do, and it's like, I really, really, really just wish that I could, like, send this creator over, like, a dozen switches, and I'm like, okay, can I have Unova now, please? Can I have Kalos now, please? Oh my gosh, like, I would love their take on the Alola region, like, I'm in love with this whole vibe, genuinely. So what version of the game did you play? Was it Diamond, Pearl, or possibly Platinum?
I played Diamond first, then I played Pearl, and then Platinum. My favourite's Platinum.
Yeah, like, I never got a chance to play Platinum, but that was the version that my younger brother had. From what I can understand, it was dramatically different, especially towards the end with the kind of distortion realm. Now, it does seem inevitable that the next Pokemon games, or at least mainline Pokemon games, will be the Diamond and Pearl remakes. So do you have any hopes or like a wish list of what you'd like to see done in these remakes?
I want to see the whole Pokédex again. And I'm super excited to hear the music remade for the game soundtrack, because the soundtrack for Pokemon Diamond was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, right off the bat, we're in Snowpoint City now. They managed to capture that kind of cold, almost frostbitten soundtrack so well, and the champion theme, when you fight Cynthia after the Elite Four, you're in for an epic fight. Like, just every single part of it is amazing, and the rival theme, it's all amazing here. So in terms of, our next questions, what would you ever consider doing another island, based on Pokemon, such as maybe Galar?
Not Galar, because I feel like it would be too hard. I might do Hoenn again if I got a new Switch somehow, so I was able to do a new island.
Oh gosh, and I love Hoenn as well. Those were the first games I played. My initial playthrough was of the Emerald games. So there's just so many parts that I'd love to see in the Hoenn region. I'm not really sure exactly what they would be. I suppose the kind of starter town, or even like if they were going to do the Battle Frontier from the end of Emerald, that would be amazing. So, have you played Sword and Shield, and what did you think? And will you be getting the upcoming Crown Tundra DLC?
I played Sword, and honestly, I thought it wasn't good. Probably the worst mainline Pokemon game. I won't be getting the DLC because of that.
See, that's something that I've heard quite a lot. There's a lot of people outraged at Sword, mainly like Sword and Shield, mainly because there was the departure from the national decks. There was meant to be a back catalogue of at least 800 or so Pokemon. But I believe that when it launched, there was only about 300, maybe 400. And, of course, that sacrifice Empoleon, who was my all-time favourite. Very bitterly disappointing that I've had them since the Sinnoh games, and I can't transfer them over to Galar at the moment. But, I don't know what it is. I don't think that the characters were particularly powerful. I think Hop was overall better than, No, How was better than Hopper or something like that, but there was something about the initial Sword and Shield games that I just couldn't resist. I think it was the more connective feeling. I am still very much addicted to doing the raid dens, the mystery gifts.
Riding around on that silly bike for 10 hours while you hatch eggs.
But I don't know. I just think maybe it's the age that it was released at that I just find a lot more to do in those games than with previous games where I'd very much just complete the main storyline, then leave it alone until the next games came out.
But I feel like the channel's been good for that though, because you've spent over, I'm going to say at least 150 hours breeding to get the right Pokemon for the channel.
Yeah, and that's what I would do, and never before have I done that. When I was in hospital a few years ago, I managed to go into there with my 3DS, and I believe at that point it was X and Y that I was playing, and I was trying so hard to hatch a shiny Mudkip, and I couldn't do it for that whole time that I was there. So literally hours and hours of bed rest I was putting into this, and I still couldn't do it. But I kind of got a bit more passionate when we started the channel, and I don't know, maybe it is the channel, maybe it's a variety of other things, but I am going to be a bit of a defender of Sword and Shield in that regards. So, we loved all the Pokemon that you have on display on this island. Do you have any design codes that we can share at all?
Yeah, I'll give you my creator code, or you can visit the Dream address and get them from the kiosk.
Ooh! Yes, I'm going to try and head over there now if I'm not lost now. I have a little bonus question before we move on to the other creator codes that I'm going to ask Millie now. Will you let me have Piplup scattered around my home on Militopia?
No. JB, let me help you get to resident services while you ask the last question, because you lack direction.
Yeah,
darling.
I am bad with direction. Oh my gosh. It was just surprising. But I'd love to visit the island again. Do you have a dream code at all that we can just place in the description? Or?
Indeed, I do have a dream code, so I'll send that to you, and then you can visit the island whenever you want. And we're about to show you these custom designs that you'd be able to access if you indeed did travel using that dream address.
So do remember, look in the description for that dream address and remember to tweet them at the creator. It's so good, it deserves so much praise. Oh, I'm excited for this. I want to see what's happening.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, all these
the
like
paths.
paths. The tall
Grass.
grass. Oh,
Snow,
Team Galactic.
floor, yeah. Grass again. The bridge. I like this flooring. I like the ledges. Paths.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't remember where this was utilised.
No, me neither. And then, are you ready?
Okay, pro design.
Here is your Pokédex.
Okay, Finian, Sneasel, Bronzor, Combi, Cherry, I don't know what they're called, Turtwig, Stunky, Purloin, no, Glammeow, Floatzel or Buzzle. I don't know what they're called.
I'm
Something
testing
to do with P.
you now.
Okay, yeah. Paracharisu.
Right.
Okay, that's Ponyta.
So this one's Ponyta. Okay.
Geodude, Badoo, Machamp, Baneri, Chatot, Shelby, Shellos, Piplup, Shinx, Starly, Bidoof,
Wait a second. Yeah.
Chimchar, Scorpio, Toxicroak, or maybe that's the evolved form of Krogunk, Spiritomb, Gibble, Snova, Drifloom, Riolu, oh gosh, I know you, something to do with chat, something, I don't know. Chatot. Okay, so that's Zubat. Not sure about this one.
Burmy.
Psyduck. Oh. And then you've got Pokeballs. That's Team Galactic, Barry, Dawn. Wow. So yeah, you can see their code down there is MA598033468682. We're going to be including that in the description also. But obviously, you know, throughout this video you can take a note of that. Oh my gosh, like I really do want to find a way to incorporate some of these designs, probably in my house or something, because I don't want to make an infestation of little pokes on our island. So yeah, honestly, I'm going to be remembering this island for a very long time. Major hype for Generation 4 remakes. Again, I cannot thank this creator enough, because when I saw their tweet saying that they were going to do this, I like flipped out. I really wanted to do this toy. It was so important to me. But obviously it wasn't ready when I reached out, so thank you so much for reaching out to me. Again, like when it was finished, I can't praise this island enough. So yeah, if you do enjoy 5-Star Island tours and Animal Crossing, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us, and you'll also be able to get access to all our future island tours.
Also, if you're watching this because you're a huge Pokemon fan, JB has been releasing some special codes recently as soon as they become available, where you can get all the free gifts. There was that Pikachu with the weird little hat on that you released for everybody, and also he does playthroughs of any new DLC for Sword and Shield.
Yes, indeed. So, even though we didn't really paint it in a fantastic light, I am still looking forward for the Crown Tundra. The Crown Tundra playthrough is going to be on this channel from start to finish. You don't want to miss that. There's also so much going on in wider Nintendo, such as the Mario 35th anniversary. We have Mario Kart Home Circuit on the way. We're going to be reviewing that. We're going to be playing that. We're hopefully going to be designing some great new tracks for you guys. Plus, we have just uploaded the last part of our 64 playthrough, so Galaxy is next, and oh my gosh, honestly, every episode is just going to be me crying with nostalgia.
Isn't it already?
It is. But yeah, regardless, please like, comment, and subscribe.
JB and Millie.